Well, folks, unfortunately, it's happened again. It happened again. Welcome back to another video. You know, I'm kind of, you know what, this weather is actually perfect for what's happening right now. It's like a gloomy, sad, like a funeral type atmosphere, you know? Yeah. It's like a light rain. I just, guys, so, all right, backtrack. If you guys have been paying attention on the channel at all, in the past 6 months, but even more recently, the past month, we've got a major problem in my backyard, future trophy bass pond. So the first fish we ever found dead was back in wintertime. I'm gonna show you that clip right now. Oh my God, dude. What? There's a freaking giant dead bass over here. Yes, I'm not kidding. Delta was just trying to eat it. Oh my gosh. No, no, no. Freak. Guys, we just found a freaking big old dead bass. Look how big that thing is, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my golly.
Something's
That's like
eating the stomach of it.
It's like a 5 freaking pounder, bro. God, look at that freaking thing, dude. Dude, no.
Oh my gosh.
Freak. Bro, this is a biggin. That's like a 5 or a 6 pound. Well, that's at least a 5. What the freak, man? Dude, what in the actual freak is going on right now? So, you know, that happened. We were just like, okay, well, could have been old age, could have been gut hooked. We really didn't know. That was back when the pond was still in its infancy and we were still stocking it and trying to make, you know, figure it all out. So fast forward a few months to just a couple weeks ago, we find an absolute tank floating dead in this pond. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. What's crazy is how decomposed it is today compared to yesterday. Oh my God, his jaw's falling apart. Oh, what chuck him, dude. Oh.
Fun.
Bad. Yeah, so if you've missed all that, then let me get you up to speed here. We got a major freaking problem. And in that most recent dead bass video, I kind of posed the question out there, like, what do you guys think is wrong? And we got a ton of responses, and we're in the process of fixing the things that we think might be wrong with the pond. But in the meantime, we have yet another freaking dead bass. And unfortunately, it's not a dink. You know, for some reason, dinks just don't die.
Yeah.
I mean, I maybe they're harder to die, or because we've gut hooked a couple dinks out here. Nothing's ever happened. We've never seen one, maybe like one, but it's always the bigger, like the 3+ pound fish. It's always those that seem to get really stressed out and die. So I want to figure out what exactly happened to this fish, and we're going to kind of do a deep dive and see if we can identify the fish. Maybe it's one that we've relocated. Maybe it's one that we've caught before with our tagging system. We're going to look at this fish and see if we can determine the cause of death. But before we do that, yeah, let's go ahead and show you the one that we found this morning only moments ago. Oh, look at that.
Oh man, it's long, isn't it?
It's not exactly a small fish, buddy. Of course, they've always got to be in like the most awkward area. Let me see if I can move him over here. Oh God, he stinks. Woo! He stinks. All these dead bass smell the same, don't they, buddy?
Yeah.
Snake? Snake? Yeah, that's a decent sized fish, man.
Yeah, it could be a 4, I don't know.
Damn.
It's got some jaws for sure.
I want to see if it's tagged.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, I really, really hope not. Woo! Yeah, it's going to be rough for a solid minute, my friend.
It's all right.
God, look at that spider. Huge freaking spider. Dude, he's like hooked to something.
Is he really?
Yeah, he was like attached to something. I'm really like praying this thing was just like gut hooked really bad or something, you know? Because at least you could live with that.
Yeah, I hope they're not getting sick, man. That's like my biggest fear.
Yeah, same.
Is it still breathing?
No, I don't think so. I think my guy ceased breathing a long time ago. Oh, wow.
That's.
Oh boy, that's not great. It's not a small fish right there.
Yeah, I was.
He's really long.
He's got a mouth too, man.
Yeah, he's got a head and a mouth on him. Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, he looks all freaking distorted and stuff now, but this has got a frame of a 4 pounder. It's not filled out. And plus, he's been eating that and stuff too. Damn that badge.
Oh gosh.
Well, I don't see anything in its throat as far as like lure or hook. The throat looks completely normal. See if you can get in there. I don't even know how much the people are going to be able to see. but it's pretty clear that there's not like anything there.
Yeah.
At least not like plainly visible. I mean, of course it's all tore up now, but that's all stuff that's happened after it's dead. You got
Right.
turtles and other creatures that love to eat a dead bass. Dude, that's a long fish, man.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's over 20.
Yeah, that's like from kneecap to the bottom of my foot almost. That's over 20, which means this thing had a freaking frame on it. Damn it, Bats. Man, let's send it to go live with that dead 7-pounder in the sky, which we threw over here somewhere.
Just a pile of giant bass. Is that something in his stomach right there on the left?
Well, I was looking at that. I think that's just an air pocket.
Oh, gross.
Oh, God. Freak me, Badge. Freak me in my freaking pond. All right, so here's the thing, all right? To me, this bass could have died from 3 different situations, okay? Now, situation number 1, which we think is probably not true. So it could have been gut hooked in a previous fishing video that we've done out here, gotten stressed out, never ate again, or died, swallowed the hook, whatever. So here's why I don't think that's true. 1, I don't ever remember hooking that fish, you know what I mean, a really good sized fish, and breaking off in its mouth. And plus, we checked its throat, didn't see anything. Now, that doesn't mean it wasn't gut hooked. It could have been gut hooked and then maybe the hook came out later, or it swallowed it all the way down, maybe got stuck in its, digestive system or whatever. But can we both agree we don't think that's what happened?
We didn't see anything.
Yeah. There's nothing really there on that bass to indicate that it died from that. Now, of course, I want y'all's opinion, so please get in that comment section right now as I run through these options and give us your opinion on what you think happened.
But I did hook a good one in front of Daryl.
We've hooked a couple that have gotten away. Yeah, but it didn't break off though, did it? Did it break off?
Oh, it didn't.
Right. See, we've lost plenty of fish, but break-offs don't happen that often except on catfish.
Right.
Because they'll wrap around a little snag that we have out there. Okay. So scenario number 2, which this is a much more likely scenario. Number 2 is that we've relocated this fish recently, because we have relocated a couple fish. In fact, we went to the river a couple weeks ago fishing with Norm, and we caught a fish off camera. We relocated it. We didn't show it on camera. We caught a nice little 2 or 3 pounder. Now, the problem with that theory is that fish that we caught at the river doesn't really match the size, the length especially, of that one. We're going to go back and play some clips of this fish that we caught. You guys tell me if you think that's the fish. The third scenario is by far the worst and most scary scenario, and that is that my original thoughts are true and that there are some major problems with this pond in general, and now all the big fish are kind of dying one by one. So I hate to laugh, but that honestly could be where we're heading here. I mean, there's nothing in that bass's throat. There's I'm not gonna say there's no way. I don't think that was a bass we've relocated recently, so that really only leaves that option. I mean, you guys let me know. What do you think, Badge? What's your gut telling you here?
I don't know. I don't want it to be the latter.
I know.
But I mean, it just seems like we've kind of proven the other one's wrong. You know?
All signs might be pointing to option number 3, which means I really wasn't clickbaiting when I said my trophy bass pond is dying. I think it's very possible, if not likely, at this point. Now, if you guys remember, in the last dead bass video, or the pond stocking video, when I stocked it with thousands of bait fish, we told you guys, we took your thoughts and your suggestions. We took the top 3, and we're going to do all of them. So I've already had my water sent off for testing, haven't heard back yet. At the time of us filming this video, but at the time of the publish this video, I could have heard something different. But we've done water tests, we're waiting on results. We've got a ton of bait in there now, so we know bait is not an issue. And then the third one will be how do you say it? Oxygenating the water?
It sounds good to me.
Oh my God, I feel like an idiot. Adding oxygen, increasing the oxygen levels in the pond, which we are in the process of doing that soon too. So we are addressing all of the concerns that we have, but I mean, addressing the concerns is great, but if bass are still dying, I could get the water test back and they could say, hey, look, man, you might as well drain it now because it's screwed. I mean, I don't know what these people are going to say. I have no idea.
Gosh.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
We had to drain it?
Dude, and now, I don't know. I'm not going to cross that bridge yet in my mind because I don't want to believe that it's true. This pond has been in existence for 5 years, okay, before I ever came here. So there's no way that putting a few bass in here is gonna, I wouldn't think, destroy the whole pond. We're also not seeing catfish float anywhere. Like the catfish are fine.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes me think it's not an oxygen problem. We know it's not a bait problem. It's like, what the freak is going on, man?
know,
Our
I
bass
know.
just so sensitive. If you touch them the wrong way, they're just gonna go belly up in a week. I mean, what's the
know.
deal, man?
Do you think potentially, and this is just saying, that we may have moved fish in here that were sick?
I mean, yeah, of course, it's possible.
Poured a little bit of water from a body of water that
Now that's interesting.
could have brought something else in?
That's interesting. Another thing, we're not really, did that fish have any like markings on it or any like ick or anything?
I couldn't tell. It was so decomposed. It was hard to see.
We need to, and see the bass that we're catching when we catch bass, they're not diseased.
No,
and we
they
see
look
like we
okay.
saw a couple markings on some, but we figure that's just from the spawn.
Yeah.
When fish are rolling around, they're fanning their tail, they're getting little marks on themselves. I don't know. I don't know. The mystery continues. It is not over yet. So please, just like the last video, make sure you're getting in the comment section, giving us all your input, especially you aquarium bass owners or people that own ponds. There are plenty of you in the comment section. Please give me your thoughts, at least, if nothing else. If you're not going to give me advice, give me your thoughts. If you want to give me advice, please do that as well. Like I said, we're addressing some things, but this is just scary, man. It's scary. It's one thing when you've got a 1-pounder float up, you know, a couple times a month. It's another thing when you've got a 7 and now a 3 or a 4 float up within a month of each other, and neither one of them have been hooked, gut hooked. So it's like, it's just a little scary, all right? So thank you guys for showing all the support that you have. Thank you for continuing to hit the thumbs up button on these pond update videos. I will keep you guys up to date if you keep on watching, so I'm sure you guys want to know what the hell is going to happen, because I do too. Make sure you're subscribing so we can try to get to 1 million this year and shave this beautiful little baby face right here. Go check out Badge over at AO Fishing, see what he's up to. I think you've got a little kind of a dying pond situation going on in your channel. Kind of. I don't want to spoil it any more than that.
Yeah.
You don't own a pond, but you're helping with a pond.
Yeah,
so,
I got something happening.
yeah, you got something popping, so go check him out. Guys, thank you all for the endless support. I love you so much. We're growing like crazy this summer. Thank you guys for watching. We out.